your superpowers again?
I'm rich.
One thing I can tell you is you got to be free.
My turn.
Come together. Come together.
Shall we?
It's good to see you playing well with others again.
Just like a bat. I dig it.
Maybe temporary.
We could do this all night. We could do this all
What's going on, everybody? It's Marshall Monkey here, and yes, this is going to be my Justice League official trailer 1 breakdown. Oh, I'm so happy Warner Brothers has done good. And we're going to talk a lot about the DCEU Rebirth. And what is that? Well, that is how Zack Snyder and Chris Terrio basically gutted everything that they worked on for Batman v Superman to create and rebirth the new DC movie era. And just as all of you, my initial reaction to the DCEU Rebirth was that I was shocked. Completely shocked at what they did. So let's break this down and talk about it along the way. Now, as you can see here, the first shot, we already have something to break down. So off in the distance, where you can see Bruce Wayne and his horse, you can see a little campfire. It's really hard to spot, but if you can look really closely, you can see it, that there was a campfire. So it looks like Bruce has been camping, out everywhere that he's been looking for Arthur, Aquaman. So it's really interesting that he's been traveling this whole way just to find out where Arthur is and just to recruit him for the Justice League so that they can fight against Steppenwolf and the Parademons. Now this shot here looks very familiar, and it looks a lot like the Batman Begins shot, not only in the opening menu for the movie, but also just in the movie in general when Bruce goes to train with Ra's al Ghul. So this is a very familiar shot, looks almost just like it. And this is kind of what I was talking about the DCEU Rebirth. And it looks like Snyder, Warner Brothers, Terrio, they're just taking all of these different elements from other DC materials, which is the DC TV verse, the movies, the comics, and they're really putting them into this whole movie, and maybe even more movies to come. So this is a shot here of the village where Bruce goes to find Arthur. We'll talk more about Aquaman in a second. But there's some other great stuff in this trailer, just like this. This seems to be a flashback. So that's a mother box. If you don't know what a mother box is, they'll probably explain it, hopefully explain it in the movie if you didn't understand what it was in Batman v Superman. Because I might do an explainer video on what mother boxes are and all the parademons and everything. Maybe, I don't know yet. But anyway, this looks like a flashback because Victor Stone, if you recall, in Batman v Superman, and you can see a parademon right there in the corner. But in Batman v Superman, he used the mother box, to bring Cyborg back to life. So I'm wondering if this is when he actually finds the mother box. But then what does he do about the parademon that's in his house? So we'll see. I don't know if that's a flashback or not, but we'll see what happens in the movie. Now here you can see that Aquaman saved this man. It looks like he was drowning or being attacked in the water or something like that. Maybe there's going to be some kind of boat scene where he's a worker on a boat or something. Man of Steel flashbacks. And maybe he almost drowns and Aquaman saves him. Possibly. Who knows? Or maybe a sea monster. I don't know. I don't know what happens. But then later on in the trailer you see that Aquaman uses him to basically pay for all of his drinks that he's about to have. I love it! He kind of reminds me a lot of Lobo, but we'll talk about that at the end of this video. Now here you can see Cyborg's carrying something, but it doesn't really look like a mother box. That looks kind of different. So maybe that's a crate of something, or maybe a science experiment. I don't know what it is exactly. Maybe it was something Silas, his father, was working on. I don't know, but it doesn't look like a mother box. Or maybe it is a mother box and it just takes a different form. Maybe all of them have different forms because they've been on Earth this long and they've been hidden for so long. Maybe they, mutated or something. I don't know. It's possible. Anything's possible in a movie world. Now here, this is where Cyborg saves this cop, but as you can see, that back there, it looks like where the Kryptonian ship from Man of Steel was, and Batman v Superman, remember, where the whole white covering that they used to cover up the ship, that kind of looks like that. And then that police car kind of says Metropolis. You can't really make it out, but that's where it looks like. It looks like this scene takes place in Metropolis, near the Kryptonian ship, and that's Cyborg saving the cop from maybe a flaming tank? I don't know what that is. It looks kind of interesting, though. So it's really different when you kind of break all of it down and look at it. Now, the only problem I have with this trailer is Cyborg's looks. And I really do think I've been trying to kind of keep myself together over all the promotional shots from Entertainment and, and all these other news outlets, Empire included. But I really think that Ray Fisher, I think that they should have used more practical effects to make Cyborg. It looks fine when he's flying, but when he just sits here and talks to us, like he says dialogue, the CGI just doesn't look right. I don't know, there's something about it that just looks off to me. Now right here you can see Barry's running. Now this is Barry, his lightning, and it just looks so beautiful. It looks great. And the lightning, the reason why it's blue is that every speedster has a different color because of their connection to the Speed Force. It's been explained in many videos on YouTube. Try to find that. Maybe I'll make another video for that too. But you can't really tell where he's running exactly, which is a problem I have with it. Now here, you see Bruce. This is another thing I was talking about the whole DCEU Rebirth. So it looks like Zack Snyder and Chris Terrio have wrote it to see and designed it to seem like the Arkham games. It looks a lot like Bruce is swinging like the Arkham games. And also, he's wearing, you can tell in this next shot, he's wearing his more armored suit here. So again, it just looks a lot like Arkham Knight. So I really think that they're trying to pull from every material. So far, so good. They pulled from Batman Begins, a really popular Nolan film, and they've also pulled from Arkham Knight, a very popular Rocksteady game. So they're doing good on pulling things from different material. And then we get these beautiful shots here of the whole league. So Cyborg kind of looks fine here. I think, again, CGI just kind of looks different in every shot. But here he looks okay. And I love this. I love Ezra Miller's kind of like reaction. He turns and smiles to Gal Gadot. Oh, that's just so precious. Ezra Miller. Oh, you're so flattering. It's just great. And then Gal Gadot here looks fantastic too. She just looks like Wonder Woman. She is Wonder Woman. I think that she really does fit the role perfectly. So great job, Snyder, on casting Gal in Batman v Superman. And then right here, Jason Momoa just looks so fierce as Aquaman. It's like, oh wow, you're just everything we want and more. So I love that too. Speaking of Aquaman, this scene here is really great where he jumps up. He's, I guess, dodging a beam. I don't know, dodging a parademon beam. So he's dodging that beam, and then he jumps up and throws his Triton, and it sticks through both parademons. Oh, that's just so epic. It's an epic action sequence there. I can't wait to see more of that. And then this is really interesting. So it looks like this might be at the beginning of the movie, and Wonder Woman is stopping a bank heist, or like a museum heist? I don't know what it is for sure. You really can't tell. But you can tell it's in some kind of public building, because there's like a fire exit sign and everything. So it looks like she's in a public place, and it looks like she's taking out these two goons. I think this might be some kind of heist. Maybe it's an art museum, because she's very into art, as we saw for her teaser for the actual Unite the League trailer day, which is today, the anniversary of Batman v Superman. So anyway, it looks like she's taking out these guys in some kind of museum heist or something like that. And again, Gal just looks perfect here. Like the hair flip and everything. It's just like so glorious to behold. So it looks great. I can't wait to see Gal in action here. I think that she's doing a great job as Wonder Woman. I think her movie is really a warm-up for the DCEU Rebirth, and then this movie, the Justice League movie, is like the main event for the DCEU Rebirth. Again, it's just so great for them to pull different materials to make this movie. Now let's go to Cyborg. So again, Cyborg looks great flying here. I like it here. I think it looks pretty interesting. Kind of reminds me of Iron Man at the MCU, just like chilling while he watches Cyborg take on his flying ability. Let's see what you got, Ray Fisher. That's what Robert Downey Jr. is saying while he's watching this trailer. Watching it in his comfy chair made of money, because the MCU makes a lot of money. Hopefully the DCEU will make as much as Marvel does. Well, they're close. But anyway, so here he puts on like this mask, and it looks kind of like RoboCop meets Iron Man. I don't know how I feel about that. Now this, I don't know what this is. I think this is a parademon with like his wings folded in. I don't know. If you guys don't really know, in the Justice League War film and the storyline, you should watch the animated movie. It's on Netflix, Justice League War. Darkseid actually takes humans and converts them into parademons. So I'm wondering if this is like a human version of a parademon. I don't really know. I mean, parademons already exist, but then Darkseid takes humans and changes them into parademons as well. So I don't know if that's like a human version. I mean, this was really funny. I love how Terrio listened to how everyone really didn't think Batman v Superman had a lot of jokes in it. So Terrio put some jokes in there for you. And then Ezra Miller's like, what's your powers again? Like, what are your superpowers, Batman? Batman doesn't need powers, Ezra Miller, because he's Batman. But anyway, Bruce looks over at him and says, I'm rich. That's his superpower, and it is oh so fantastic. I just love that superpower. Richness is the best power. Am I right? Money solves everything. And then Bruce is like, just sitting here as Batman. I don't know how people hate Ben Affleck's Batman in this trailer. Like, if you hate Ben Affleck's Batman that much, if you don't really like Ben Affleck's Batman after you've seen this trailer, there's something wrong with you, because he is just so brilliant in this trailer. Like, the one-liners that he does in this trailer, especially at the Commissioner Gordon scene, which we'll talk about, everything about him in this trailer is just that fantastic. And he's in here. I think this is the Flying Fox. Or maybe, I don't know, I can't really tell because all the vehicles look kind of similar. But anyway, I think this is the Flying Fox, and he's in the Flying Fox, and he's shooting down at the Parademon, while Wonder Woman's just, like, chilling on the ground here. And I think Wonder Woman may have, like, maybe this is, like, the first time Wonder Woman's fighting a Parademon, and she underestimated their abilities, and that's why she kind of failed at fighting them the first time, and maybe that's why Bruce had to step in to shoot the Parademon down. But that's just my guess. I don't know that for sure. Now, this next shot looks like a Victor Stone flashback. So here you have Victor Stone, and he's at, you can see here, it's a GCU, Gotham City University, and he's a football player. That's his origin story. So in the comics, when they, I think, retconned him, they had his origin to where he was a football player, but then he got injured, and he became cyborg, blah, blah, blah. You guys get it. Watch Justice League War. Again, they're pulling a lot from that movie and that storyline, too, so they're just pulling a lot from the New 52 as well. So, again, DCEU Rebirth. But this looks like a flashback to where he was, like, still playing football, which is interesting. I can't wait to see that. And then this shot is a Wonder Woman shot. I think we've seen this in the behind-the-scenes look, where she bangs on the shield and makes the blast. And then this next shot's really interesting. I have a theory about this. So, Lois Lane here is just, like, sitting here looking up at the sky. So what I'm thinking is that Lois is actually looking up at Superman returning. Like, this is the end of the movie. Lois is cameoing. She's walking down the street, and she sees Clark fly out of the sky. Henry Cavill's in the movie. It's not a spoiler. So Henry Cavill will be brought back eventually. So what I'm thinking is that by the end of the movie, he'll be back to himself. He'll be in the old Superman costume. He might be in the black costume for the first part of the movie, or like when he comes back. But then I think that by the end of the movie, he'll fly back down, and then there he'll be. He'll be there for Lois. And Lois is just turning around and seeing it. Maybe. That's just a theory I have. Then we have this splash here that Aquaman's like blocking or like controlling. I don't know what he's doing here, really. I think he's trying to block the blast, but I don't know. And then let's talk about Amber Heard. So here's Amber Heard as Mira. Originally, I didn't know how to feel about Amber Heard being casted as Mira. But here, she looks pretty well here. I actually don't mind her here. I think Zack Snyder maybe does know what he's doing about casting women, because usually he does a horrible job. But Gal Gadot, he did really well with casting her, and maybe he knew what he was doing when he casted Amber Heard, because she doesn't look that bad here. So in this next shot here, I have a problem with this. So here at this shot, you see that this is obviously Ezra Miller's Barry's father. So this is Barry's father in prison for the framing of the murder of Nora Allen. And what I have a problem with this is that I know that, again, like I said, the DCEU is pulling a lot from different materials so that they can put together this movie. But this is like the exact same thing that happened on the CW series. Grant put his hand on John Wesley Shipp's hand in the Flash CW series. So I want to say that this is a lot of copying here. And I don't want them to copy. I know that, again, they're pulling a lot from the materials of other DC properties, but I just don't like that. I think that's too much copying, you know what I mean? Like kind of how you plagiarize with sticking Wikipedia paragraphs on your essay. But anyway, so here, this looks like a huge war. I don't know what this is. Maybe this is a flashback to how the mother boxes got on Earth anyway. I think that's what they're doing here, but I don't know for sure. You can see that there's like ships there. Maybe that's from like Apocalypse, where Darkseid is from. And Steppenwolf, of course. So maybe that's where that's coming from. And this is like a huge war zone that's going on right now. I don't really know what to think of this. But I think that these are the Amazons from Themyscira. And obviously you can tell that back there, those people on the ground aren't parademons. So what I'm thinking is because the mother boxes, one of them is with the Themyscirans, the Amazons at Themyscira, is that this is a flashback of how they got the mother box. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not really sure. Now, of course, this was in Batman's social media teaser, as that he's in the Batmobile with some new weaponry. There's some new guns on the Batmobile, and he's shooting a parademon here. And He just like casually has this like grumpy look on his face. He's got his sunglasses on, probably has like a cold soda in the cup holder, and probably jamming out to some rock and just like shooting some parademons. I love that. And then Wonder Woman, you can see her either, I don't know, she might be able to fly now, because it looks like she's flying in Wonder Woman. I have no idea. We're gonna have to wait. But it looks like she like knocks those parademons off the Batmobile, and then they just like fall back down behind her. So that's what's happening in that shot there. And then this next shot, I have another theory. There's so many theories. I have this theory. So Cyborg looks really sad here. Ray Fisher just looks really sad. He looks like someone just kicked his puppy. So what I'm thinking is that he probably just saw his dad die. Like maybe a parademon just killed. What I'm thinking would be really horrible is if like a bunch of parademons ganged up on him, on his father, and just slaughtered him right in front of Cyborg. That would be really, really sad. That would be like a really depressing moment. Like Cyborg couldn't save his father. That's what I'm thinking this might be here. Maybe, I don't know for sure, but it's a possibility. And then here you can actually see that Aquaman's in the ocean wearing jeans. Like those are actual jeans, and that there's some kind of weapon. You can kind of see it. There's some kind of weapon hitting there. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like some kind of axe. I don't know what this is. It kind of looks like maybe Willem Dafoe's character, because I know he's supposed to be in the movie, so maybe he's doing this, but I don't know why he'd be doing it, because I think he's a good guy. So I don't know what's going on with this weapon here. Comment down below if you have any theories. Now, Ezra Miller, oh, I love Ezra Miller. I just think he's fantastic. So here, now, this was also in the social media teaser, but what you can see here is that I think he's standing where the Superman Memorial is in Metropolis. That kind of looks like where he is. So, again, Metropolis is going to be in this movie, just like it was in Batman v Superman. So, that's what that looks like. And then this was one of the social media stills released, or not social media, but this is released to social media outlets. And you can kind of see, like, when Wonder Woman lands, Aquaman kind of moves out of the way, and Cyborg's like, I don't have to move. And then she's like, shall we? And then I was like, oh, Gal Gadot, we shall, because I'm ready to watch this movie. So it looks like that might be on like Steppenwolf's ship or something. And then, of course, we get James Gordon. Oh, J.K. Simmons looks fabulous as the character. I cannot wait to see J.K. Simmons, even though he's confirmed his role is much smaller. But right here you can tell that that's the bay where Gotham and Metropolis are separated from each other, like it was in Batman v Superman. So I'm guessing this is Gotham, if I had to guess. And then this was just so funny. So Jason Momoa climbs out of the water, and he's like, just like a bat, I dig it. And I was like, oh, this is Jason Momoa just dressed up as Aquaman. It's not like it's not Arthur Curry. It's Jason Momoa dressed up as the character Aquaman. He's cosplaying because he's that funny. Jason Momoa would say that in real life. And then Batman just kind of looks at him. He's just like, oh my gosh. And you can see Wonder Woman's there in the background. I don't know if all the Justice League is there. It might be possible. I don't know. Maybe they're not even, I don't know where they are really. Maybe they're on Stryker's Island. But then Batman's just like, this may be temporary, and to J.K. Simmons. And I love that. I think that was really funny. Like I said, Batman's got some good one-liners. And then Jason Momoa, Aquaman, is on the Batmobile while Bruce is driving. He's driving really fast. But he's on the Batmobile, and then he just kind of looks at Batman for a second, all casual like, hey, I'm going to jump off this. And then Ben is just like, okay, you do what you got to do, Aquaman. Do what you got to do. So Jason's just sitting there, and then he jumps off. And there are 3 parademons, and you can see this is probably in Gotham City, I really can't tell. And there are 3 parademons there, and what happens is that the parademons grab onto him and then fly him off into the distance. So that's what's really going on here. I wonder where they're taking him. Maybe they're taking him to where their ship was in Justice League War. Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. But what did you guys think of the trailer? I love this trailer. There were so many theories and so many speculations that we had, but what do you guys think? And do you have any theories of your own? So please comment down below. I'm also posting my Power Rangers review, and then I'm going to get back on track with posting some other videos. So everything should be here by next week, hopefully. But don't forget to screen this video out to the world by sharing it with all your social media down below. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys for all of the videos. I'm going to catch up, I promise. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.